right, so this is number 5. So let me ask y'all a question. How many of you do not like substitution? Let me see eyeballs. Why are we not paying attention? Some of y'all need to have paper out too because you didn't do number 5. Okay, if you like substitution, I'm going to show you. I hope we're all looking. If you like substitution, I'm going to show you how you could set this one up with substitution. Boom, right on target. If you don't like substitution, I'm also going to show you how you could set it up with elimination. Sound good? Okay, so I'm going to show you both ways. So look, if you're using substitution, make sure you're watching and writing because some of y'all didn't do it. If you're using substitution, does everybody see how this says y equals? Okay, so where can I go put the 8x? In for the y. So if you did that, y'all, then this is what you were left with. You distracted me, my girl, my little hummingbird. It's okay. 10x minus 2 times 8x equals 18, right? Okay, what is 2 times 8x? Good, so that's 10x. They said negative 16x, my online babies. So 10x minus 16x equals 18. Well, you can combine 10x minus 16x. That's negative 6x equals 18. And then how would you get rid of the negative 6? Good. You would divide it, so then you would get x is negative 3, right? Okay, then you take that answer and you plug it back where you started. So what is 8 times negative 3, y'all? Yeah, so y should have just been negative 24. If you're okay with substitution, this one was actually set up for substitution. And I think that's the easiest way to do this one because it was set up for substitution. Now, look at me. How many of you raised your hands and said you didn't like substitution when I asked? Beautiful. Everybody look up here. I'm going to show you how you could change this one to be set up for elimination, okay? So everybody watch. I'm showing you 2 ways. So if you get to your test and it says substitution and you don't like it, you can move it around so it's set up for elimination, okay? All right, to set it up for elimination, we got to get all the variables on the left and line them up, right? Okay, so which equation does not have both variables on the left? The bottom one. Good, so everybody look. We want to get all the variables on the left so we can use elimination. So how do I move this positive y to the left? You subtract it. And now it's gone over here, right? Okay, so I'm going to line it up for y'all now. You ready? 8x is on the left. Negative y is now on the left. And what was on the right down here if there's nothing there? A 0. Does everybody see how all I did was move the y over and now it's set up for elimination? You can do that. That's totally fine with me. So if you wanted to eliminate, if you look at your y values, does everybody see how this y has an understood 1? Can we make this 1 turn into a 2 so they can cancel? By doing what? There y'all go, multiplying by 2. Look at y'all. Oh, brainiacs. I have to brag on y'all real quick. When I was teaching that other class second period, we're not going to say any names. They had no idea what was going on. And I was like, y'all, if I got my kids in here right now, they'd be telling you these elimination steps. Okay, yes, I know. That's why I said I wasn't saying any names. Girl, I'm smart. You ain't got to tell me. I'm a smart lady. Your friend Larry asked if he could switch to this class. All right, look. 10x minus 2y equals 18. So everybody look. Do you see how the y's have the same number now? All you have to do is change the sign. So I changed everything in the top. It doesn't matter where you change them. You go change them in the bottom if you want it. But I want y'all to watch this. The y's now cancel. Negative 16 and 10, if you put those together, that makes negative 6x. And 0 and 18 just makes 18. So you still get x equals negative 3. 0 isn't negative. 0 isn't positive either. It's 0. So it doesn't matter what sign it has. It's just 0. That's a good question. And then if you plug it back in, you'll still get negative 24. Are we okay with substitution or elimination? Okay, so somebody asked for number 7. My people at home, are y'all okay?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going a little fast because I want to make sure y'all have plenty of time to ask questions today. Number 7 is set up for elimination. So is everybody okay if I do elimination? Okay, Chandler, are you paying attention, boo? It's set up for elimination. Sean, which pair looks like it's almost ready to eliminate? The X's or the Y's, babe? Ooh. The X's, y'all look at the numbers. The X's both have an 8 with it, don't they? Amaya, you with me, babe? The X's both have an 8. What'd you say? Good. The signs aren't different, though. So look, y'all, they won't cancel yet. TJ, you okay with that? Because you were out this day. So I told them I like elimination better. I think it's a little bit easier. But everybody always has a favorite. Your favorite does not have to be the same as mine. They won't cancel yet because the signs aren't different. So Curtis said change some of the signs. Do y'all want me to change them in the top or the bottom? Okay, I heard bottom. It doesn't matter where. So I'm going to change positive. This will change to negative. And this will change to negative because it's already positive. Is everybody okay with that? Okay, I'm looking at some of y'all because you haven't been doing it right, and I want you to ask me questions. The 8x's will cancel. 7y and negative 8y, what does that make? Ooh, be careful. Negative 8, that'd be negative 1y, good. Negative 2 and negative 8. Very good, Sean. They got the same sign, so you add them, that's negative 10. How do we get y by itself? Divide by negative 1. What's negative 10 divided by negative 1? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thank you. A negative divided by negative cancels to make a, all right. Now, where do you go put that y equals 10? It doesn't matter, but it's got to go in for what? Y. You can put it into either y. It doesn't matter. You should get the same thing because at y equals 10, that's where they should be crossing, okay? So it doesn't matter where we put it. I'm going to put it in the top. Negative 8x plus 7y. But what am I putting in for y? 10. My mask keeps falling off my nose. Equals negative 2. Are y'all okay with that? Gotta get this. Let me hook it around my hoops. All right. What's 7 times 10? So this is negative 8x plus 70 equals negative 2, right? Good. That is a crooked line. Yikes. Cover your x. How do you move the positive 70? You do. Good job, y'all. Subtract it. Minus 70. And you, very good, girls. The signs are the same. So you get negative 72, they said. And then how do you get x by itself? Divide by negative 8. So what does x equal? Very good, y'all. Negative 72 divided by negative 8 is a positive 9. Was this a good refresher for substitution elimination? Yeah. Okay, so y'all listen to me. Tell you listening, baby? Look at me. I need to make sure you with me. Your test, the first 4 problems, you can use Desmos. The last 6 problems, you can use Desmos. The 7 in the middle, it says by hand. So you can either graph, use substitution, or use elimination. But the ones that say by hand, if you don't have the right by hand work to match your answer, you're not getting credit. So go ahead and think you're slick and go put them in Desmos anyways. I'm not going to give you the points for them because it says by hand. When you take your exam, the first 17 questions are what? Non-calculator. So you're going to have to know how to do stuff by hand on your exam, okay? That's not me being mean. I'm trying to get you ready for your exam because there's always 2 system problems on the non-calculator of the exam, okay? People at home, are y'all good with the substitution elimination review?
Yes.
All right. All right, good. Look at y'all. Okay, so listen. Last one they asked for, number 12. This will be a great segue for our notes examples for today. So everybody look. Riley and Jace work at a dry cleaner's ironing shirts. Remember what I taught y'all about word problems yesterday. Find the subject. Sleepy peepee. Ooh. Watch out, Skylar. Right in his hands. Stay with me, boo. Curtis Hush. All right. When you're dealing with system word problems, y'all, make sure you understand the subject, the topic of the sentence. Everybody look. Riley can iron 25 shirts per hour and Jace can iron 30 shirts per hour. The subject is how many shirts they can each do, right? Okay, so let's set up an equation and then we'll go back and do our variables. How many shirts per hour can Riley do? Riley, reading is hard, y'all. 25, thank you, Skylar. 25 for Riley. How many shirts can Jace do? 30 shirts. Now listen, y'all, how many can they do total? So what I did 25 for Riley plus 30 for Jace. And total, they can do 460. That should have been your first equation. Most of y'all got the first one. We were okay with that one, right? Okay, good. So let's read the second sentence. It says Riley worked 3 more hours than Jace. Who are we talking about in this sentence? Riley. It says Riley worked. So I'm going to be an English teacher for a second. Y'all about to be like, dang, Miss Poole, smart. The subject comes right before the verb. So who worked? Worked is the verb. Who worked? Riley. The sentence is talking about Riley, so you should have written R equals. You impressed, Amaya? I could have been an English teacher. Why are you laughing? I would have been good. I know. R equals. Now listen, it says 3 more than. What does more than mean in math?
Plus.
It does mean plus. And who did he work 3 more than? Jace. So you should have put 3 plus J. Some of them look like that. Some of them don't. So we're going to do more of these today. That's what we're doing today. So y'all look, read the question now. It says, write a system that could be used to determine the number of hours. So your R stands for the number of hours for Riley. The question asks you for the number of hours. So that's what your variables have to stand for. Do we understand that? Okay, so R should have been the number of hours for Riley. And which one am I going to pick for J? Let me scroll so y'all can see. The number of hours Jace worked. Very good, Gwyneth. Whoever needed 12 did this help. Okay, if you struggled with 11 and 12, that's totally fine because that's what we're doing today. So my online people, just to give y'all a synopsis really quick, while Skylar, can you pass these out to everybody, babe? But y'all be quiet because I'm getting your online kids on board, okay? And I'm going to pull up my projector so that you guys can update your notebooks because I feel like our notebooks are not up to date. Is that a true statement? Yeah, okay, my in-class babies, while I'm talking to my online kids, I need y'all to update your notebooks. So I'm going to get it up here for you. Don't mispull me. I got to talk to my online kids. Oh, you waited all this time. Are you going to catch it? She said I might. Amaya, I won't hit you, girl. Mine ain't that bad. All right, my online babies, I'm going to talk to y'all after I get their notebook right, okay? All right, so while they're setting up their notebooks, my online kids, so what we're doing today, I just did some substitution elimination review with you. We've got short notes, like it should only take 15 to 20 minutes tops, okay? And then you've got a short classwork that goes with the notes. So I need you to do that right after your notes in Delta Math so that it's fresh in your head. But after that, y'all, it's your time. So if you haven't done your vocab quiz, that's due at 11:59 p.m. If you have done it, that's awesome. You can start on your test review, okay? Your test review is going to be due next Tuesday. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. Any questions about what we're doing today, or y'all are okay?
No, we good.
Okay. All right. Page 49. We got it labeled. Oh, let's get going. Label page 49. Make sure you're up to date. So my people at home, if you do not have a printer, I do not want you writing out every single one of these word problems. That's a little crazy, okay? So I've got the word problems in Canvas, so you can go back and pull them up when you're studying. But what I just need y'all to write today is any notes that I tell y'all to write down, and then the answers we put for each one, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and switch to my note sheet. My people in class, switch to your note sheet. We're all gonna write something at the bottom, and then we're gonna jump right into examples, okay? All right. So steps for system word problems. That is crooked, but it's okay. Tay. Oh, I know. Boom. It was me. Don't get mad at anybody. It was me. You got to take your notes, boo. Stop being crazy. What'd you say, bud? Uh-oh. Okay. Steps for system word problems. Does everybody have that written down at the bottom of your sheet? Oh, Lord. Come on, y'all. Y'all really picking the wrong day to not pay attention and to be sleeping and stuff. It's the last notes ever. Pay attention, okay? Yes? All right. Steps for system word problems. What did I tell y'all yesterday you have to look for in each sentence? The subject. So your first step, read sentence 1. And I'm talking about the sentences with numbers, y'all, because that's where we're going to find the stuff for our equation, right? Yeah. So read sentence 1 that has numbers. Find the subject and write equation 1. I'm going to try to keep the steps short for y'all. Read sentence 1. And when I say sentence 1, I mean the first sentence with numbers. Find the subject and write your first equation based on that subject. Tay, you got the sound, baby? Okay. Then we got to do the same thing for what sentence? Sentence 2. Good. So I'm going to do the same thing for sentence 2 and equation 2. So my people at home, y'all should be writing this part with us. Yes. All right, now y'all, let's talk about it, because I told y'all that we're doing systems word problems in what today? In Desmos. So once you have your 2 equations, where do you go put them? In Desmos. And everybody listen, a system, we're looking for where the 2 lines do what? Meet or intersect. So after you have your 2 equations for the word problems, you're just going to go put them in Desmos and look where they intersect or touch. Yeah. So step 3 is to put both equations in Desmos. And find the intersection. Those are your only notes for today. And then we've just got some examples. And I don't even think I need to do all the examples. System word problems. I liked system word problems because I also liked English. So I liked being able to pick out the subject. Because a lot of times math and English aren't super related. So I liked this. What's up, sweetie? Intersection. It's because I was running out of room. I tried to squeeze it. Put both equations in Desmos and find the intersection. Does anybody have any questions on the steps? They're being wild in here today. All right, so everybody look, we're going to do example 1 together. The only difference, I hope we're all watching, the only difference with some of these, do you see how it tells us to use L and S? I'm going to see who's been a really good listener and student all semester. Can you put L's and S's in the Desmos? No, X and Y. Okay. I've taught y'all something. I need y'all to change those to X and Y because you can't put other letters into Desmos except for X and Y. So we're going to use X for large and we're going to use Y for small. Does that sound good? What's up, sweetie? Any other letters into Desmos? Because Desmos already has a graph and the graph is labeled X and Y. So it won't graph other letters. That's a good question. All right. Unless it's about this, let me keep going. What? We're not there yet. We haven't written the equations. Come on, girl. Follow your steps. Step 1. We got right equation 1. All right. A snack bar sells large and small nachos. So everybody listen. Here's our first sentence. Large nachos cost $5. Small nachos cost $3. What is the subject? Cost. Extra credit. The subject is the cost of the nachos, not just nachos. Duh, we're talking about nachos. That's what the very first sentence said. It's the cost. No, the subject, you have to be specific, is the main idea or the main topic. It's the cost of the nachos. Okay? So everybody look what I'm going to write. Subject 1 is cost. I want you to write what I write. So people at home, you don't have to write the problem, but write subject 1 is cost. S1, subject 1. All right, y'all. So how much did the large nachos cost? So what do I write? Ooh, who said L? No, 5 what? There we go. 5X is for our large nachos. How much do our small nachos cost? 3Y. There we go. 3Y. Oh, what did you say? Good. Listen, Tay said plus. If you read the next sentence, y'all, it says they sold them for a total of how much money? What does total mean? Add. There you go. Plus, and that will equal 220. We did one just like this yesterday. It was. What's up, baby? I can. Got it? 5X plus 3Y equals 220. That is your first equation. Is everybody okay with that? Any questions on the first equation? We're good? Okay. So the second sentence, if you read it, it says in one day, they sold how many packs? 60 packs. Now listen to me, everybody listen. 60 is the total amount of packs they sold. So my second equation should equal 60. What is that second subject? What's that first part talking about? How many packs? Sold, right? So we're talking about the number of packs sold. That is your second subject. Subject 2 is the number of packs sold. Let's see, who do I want to talk to? Rodney, because you, as soon as I said that, you made eye contact. That boy said, talk to me. Rodney, did they tell me how many larges I sold? No. Tay, did they tell me how many smalls I sold? No, y'all, that's what we're trying to find. If you read the next part, everybody look, write a system to figure out how many large nachos and small nachos. It says the number. We don't know. So if you don't know how many large and you don't know how many small, what can I write? Yes, X plus Y. Hey, God is good. All the time, He is good. Exactly. All right, so listen, people at home, we've got our two equations. You found your first subject, wrote an equation. You found your second subject, wrote an equation. Where can you go put the two equations? In the Desmos. So I don't want y'all to do on this first one. I want you to watch. So I'm going to switch over to Desmos for my people at home. I've already got Desmos pulled up for y'all too. Everybody look. So in Desmos, I was ready. I'm going to put my two equations in. So it was 5X plus 3Y equals, I forgot, 220. Now my second one was x plus y equals 60. So everybody watch. Everybody look. I'm going to zoom out till I can see my two lines. Oh, hello. Where do they cross? 20, 40. Now y'all listen. Everybody listen. 20, 40. 20 is the x, right? Okay. Wasn't the x, was that the large or the small? The large. So how many large nachos did I sell? 20. The y was the, so how many small nachos did I sell? Very good. That's your answer. That's it. It makes sense. You should sell more small nachos because they're cheaper. People are cheap. They buy the cheaper things normally. Like my mama used to make us sneak food into the movie theater because she won't pay him for it. Exactly. Exactly. Any questions, my people at home, on example 1? That's all you have to do for these.
Nah.
If on your test you told me that they sold 40 larges and 20 smalls, is that correct? No. And I will not give you credit because all you had to do was look in Desmos.
You mean you said we can what now?
If you put 40 larges and 20 smalls, that's not right.
Yeah,
Exactly. Don't flip them. I'm not going to give you credit. You got to know how to write it the right way, okay? Desmos did all the work. All you had to do was set it up and then read the answer, all right? Okay, let's try another one. My people at home, if y'all have a question, y'all just unmute and holler at me. All right, example 2, in a talent show. Let's go ahead and read. It says singing acts are 5 minutes long and comedy acts are 3 minutes long. Curtis, you would be great at comedy. Singing acts are 5 minutes long. Comedy acts are 3 minutes long. Can somebody tell me what my first subject is? Minutes. It's how long, right? So are y'all okay if I call that time? Okay. Subject 1 is time. Okay, is everybody okay if I make singing X and comedy Y? Okay, I need y'all to remember singing is X and comedy is Y, okay? So how would I write this first equation? Who thinks they can talk to me? Oh, I saw lots of hands. I saw you first, Sean. What you got, babe? 5X plus 3Y, and how long did it last? 50 minutes. Remember that first sentence was talking about the time, so you got to set it equal to the total time. Very good job, Sean. Any questions about equation 1? This should seem easy compared to substitution elimination. All right, good. What's up, babe? You could have a negative, yes. We'll talk about ones where you would have a negative. All right, subject 2, sentence 2. Y'all read. What does sentence 2 say? The show has what? 12 acts. So Curtis, what's that subject? How many acts, right? So I'm going to put number of acts. Is that okay with everybody? All right. All right, Amaya, I'm going to talk to you, boo. Do we know how many acts we're singing acts? Does it say? Good. Jayla, do we know how many acts were comedy acts? So what can we write? X plus Y, because you don't know, equals 12 total. Very good. Where do you go put these equations? So I want y'all to go in Desmos and graph these two lines. Do not blurt out an answer. Yes, put it in Desmos for me. All right, so y'all look, when I put these in Desmos and I clicked the intersection, I got X was 7 and Y was 5. Now that does not help me. So everybody listen, it is a word problem. If you put the ordered pair 7, 5, that don't answer nothing. How many acts were comedy acts? Ooh, say it again. 5. Y'all remember we made comedy the Y. So the comedy acts, there were 5. You got to pay attention to what they ask you for. Comedy acts, there were 5. How many singing acts were there? 7. Very good. Any questions on example 2? You okay? Yes, be focused, be calm. My people online, any questions on example 2? Uh-oh.
Nah, we good.
All right, David's good. Yasmia, Jasmine, Malachi, y'all good?
I'm good. Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's keep going, y'all. I'm only going to do 2 more. There's 2 more I want to show you. So let's go to example 5. Ooh, wait. No, let's do 4 first. That's fine. We'll go in order. We'll go in order. All right. You have $3.70 in dimes and quarters. I see a number, so let's go ahead and talk about it. What is that subject? How much money you have, right? Okay. Subject 1. Ooh, I moved to my projector. Subject 1 is money. Now, y'all kids always mess up on this one. There's a really good reason why I'm doing this one. I hope everybody's listening. Why do you think I'm putting so much emphasis on this one? It's on the test. Something similar is on the test. Everybody listen up. If we're talking about the money and we're talking about dimes and quarters, first of all, are y'all okay if I make dimes X? Are y'all okay if we make quarters Y? Okay. How much money is a dime worth? 10 cents. You can't just go put 10. It is 10 cents. So how do you write that? 0.10. Exactly. 0.10x. Y'all okay? How much is a quarter worth? 25 cents. So what do we write? 0.25y. And how much total money do we have? 370. That ain't jack squat. Get you a drink and a bag of chips, maybe. Exactly, at the Family Dollar. All right. Now read sentence 2. This one's a little different than the other ones we've done. So everybody look. You have 5 more quarters than dimes. This is just like the one from yesterday that y'all really struggled with. So everybody listen. Which one does it say we have more of? No, y'all got to work on your reading. It's quarters. Let's work on the reading. Everybody watch. You have 5 more what? Quarters. So this subject is saying we have more quarters. Think back to the one we just did in Delta Math. If it's talking about more quarters, we're talking about quarters, what should you write? Yes, good job, y'all. Y equals, because Y was for quarters. All right, let me get a different highlighter. Is everybody looking? Make sure you're watching. It says 5. I want you to watch what I highlight. Everybody watch. 5 more than dimes. What does more than mean? 5, and then more than means plus or add, and then 5 more than what? Dimes, which is, good job, y'all. So where do you go put the 2 equations? Into Desmos. Very good. So y'all start putting them in. I'm going to catch up with you. People at home, any questions on how we set that one up?
Nah, we good.
Okay. All right. We'll swap to Desmos. Mind your business. Exactly. Oh. Do you like my wolf sound, Skylar? $3.70. And then we got to change this. Y equals. That boy is being wild. That day at home brought him back with some new energy. I forgot his ear. Oh, thank you. No, we're saying you being crazy today. Okay, everybody look. Did y'all, when y'all clicked where they crossed, did you get 712? Now y'all listen to me. The ordered pair means nothing unless you can tell me what each part represents. So I'm going to call on some people for funsies. Who do I want to talk to? Jay. You should know him, baby. You ready? You ready to answer a question? That boy ready. Jay, how many quarter, if anybody else says it, I'm going to come by and bop you. Keep your mouth shut. How many quarters did I have, Jay? Looking at your paper won't help. Don't tell him. How many quarters do I have? 12. Good job. Does everybody agree we have 12 quarters? How many dimes did we have? 7. So depending on which one I ask you for depends which number you'll have to put, okay? All right. People at home, any questions on 3? Or y'all good for me to keep going? What's up, baby? It won't ask you for X and Y. It'll say like how many quarters, and that'll be your answer. Or it'll say how many dimes, and you'll type in that answer. You're not putting the whole ordered pair for a word problem. They'll ask you for one part of it. What's up, baby? Did you click the intersection? The intersection should still be the same. I might have mine zoomed differently than you do. I can come look in a second. All right, y'all. I want everybody, I'm going to pull it back up for my people at home so you can see it. I want everybody, y'all can work with a partner. People at home, y'all can work together. You can unmute and talk, or you can put it in the chat. I want everybody to try to set up the equations for example 5. All right, let's talk about number 5. You should have had time. If you're struggling, then you may not be done yet, and that's okay. What is the first sentence talking about?
Pairs of earrings and shoes.
Pairs of earrings and pairs of shoes, AKA, if y'all look, it says she went to the mall and bought. We're talking about everything she bought. That's subject 1. So subject 1, I'm going to put just the word bought because anything she bought has to go in this equation. So let me ask y'all a question. How many earrings did she buy? 5. Did y'all make earrings X or Y?
I made it.
Okay, I'm going to put an X by it. That's fine with me. How many pairs of shoes did she buy?
Why?
Okay, so plus 2Y I heard. That's good. And what should it equal, Curtis? Good job. Anything she bought in that first sentence, that is the first sentence subject, so it goes together. How many of you were able to get that one? I think almost all of you that I checked on. Good. All right, so y'all look, subject 2, this is the one y'all were struggling on. It's very similar to example 4, so I need y'all to watch. Each pair of shoes cost. What am I talking about? Shoes. I'm talking about cost, yes, but I'm talking about the cost of shoes. So if I am talking about just shoes, what should the equation start off with?
Y equals.
Very good. Y equals. Y equals. Is everybody okay with that? Now look, it says the shoes cost 2 more than. What does more than mean? So 2 plus 4 times earrings, which are, so 4 times X. Did y'all go graph them? Okay, I'm going to go graph.